So first I sliced up the green garlic. Do you guys remember what that looked like? It was the long, they kind of look like green onions or scallions. They're really long and oniony looking with the purple end. They're so pretty. So this is like 5 of them. And this is no oil saute. I just heated up the pan. And then when it started to stick, I just use a splash of this. Any veggie stock or even water. I usually do use water, but added a little flavor. So that's the first step. Here's what it looks like. I found a few more in my fridge. See, so I just cut these stems off, or these ends off, and then I sliced up this part. And here is our beautiful wintered spinach, the dark leafy greens. I'm gonna put a whole bunch of it in our stir fry, and Henry, our farmer who grew this spinach, said that these stems are made to be eaten. So I'm going to cut them up and throw them in too. So it just seemed to me that I should probably cook those stems a little bit first before I put the greens in, the leaves, the leafy part. Because it's not that they're hard, but they're a little bit tougher. And those leaves cook down, they practically melt. They cook down so quickly. So I thought I would give these a little saute and soften them up before I threw the leaves in. And I might do that last, depending on what else I add to this, because they do cook super quickly. So just kind of roughly chopped up the stems and softening those up. So I'm going to put some edamame in for some protein and just for some substance and deliciousness. But I cannot find these shelled. So I have them in the shells, and I'm just going to shell them, which sounds like a project, but they pop out of the shells so quickly and easily that it's not a big deal. I think they're almost done. You have to be very careful because they're so hot just to get a bean out to see if they're done, but I think they're done. See? This is just going to take a couple minutes. Squeeze them out really easily. Okay, I lied. This is kind of a pain. I've been doing this for a while, and that's what I have. Next, I'm going to slice up these beautiful shiitakes that we just bought the other day at the farmer's market. And I'm just going to cut these hard stems off and slice them up. So I just pushed over our little spinach stems and green garlic. And I'm sauteing the mushrooms on this side of the pan, because I don't want to wash another pan. I've already got this pan going for the edamame. And then I just threw in some fresh broccoli that I cut up, letting all that cook together. And now if I add a little bit of water, just a little, and I put the lid on, it's going to cook that broccoli, steam it. Look at how beautiful that broccoli is. It's so bright green. And everything's cooking down. This stuff cooks way, way down. I started out with a lot, but it's almost like those spinach stems are disappearing. Where are they? And now it is smelling so good. And I'm gonna put a little bit of this coconut aminos, which is gonna make it a little sweet and a little savory and really good. Just a drizzle, and I'm gonna test it and see what it needs, but that's gonna give it some really good flavor. And then I'm probably gonna add some tamari, which will give it a saltier flavor. And that's really all I add to most of our stir fries, because it's just so easy and it's just yummy. It's light, and this will be like a little bit of salty, a little bit of sweet, and that'll be it. Okay, now I'm gonna add our spinach leaves. It's hard to do all this one-handed. Now I know it looks like a lot, but you're gonna see this is all gonna cook down. Okay. Let's give it a look at how much that cooked down. And I just threw the edamame that I had the patience for in, and now I'm gonna just add a little bit of sesame seeds, and that's it. Delicious. And we're gonna have this over probably I'll have some frozen quinoa in the freezer, or maybe some brown rice, or maybe all by itself.